Hey, friends, how are you? It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. It's Sunday, not the usual time for me to be here, not the usual day for me to be here. Normally, we do the Saturday Psychic Sampler on Saturday because, yeah, that's what it is. But of course, yesterday I had the privilege of teaching Tarot 101 at the Mandel Public Library in West Palm Beach. Thanks to everyone who came. We had a nice sized class, like 24 people. It was great. But I thought I'd pop on here today to give you an opportunity to ask whatever you'd like to ask. You know, this is really a free for all. Whatever you want to ask, go ahead and ask. Melissa Grasso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. So you missed Thursday, so you'd love to ask about the newsletter. That's perfect. I see your question there. That's great. So yeah, whatever questions you've got, I'll answer them. Using my Morgan Greer today. And I want to remind everyone, we've got a live class tomorrow, really more of a gathering or an event in celebration of the equinox. So many things we can do with tarot for the equinox. So join us tomorrow. The link is already up, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you there. And members, there's a new video up, just a short, fun video about the Two of Pentacles for all members. And if you are a member at the Star or Sun level, we are having our Star and Sun Zoom gathering this coming Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And there's a video about that, and there's a link in the community tab, or you can email me for the link. Hope to see you there. All right, let us get going. And here we go. Starting with you, Christina R. Thanks so much for being here. I have a job offer that I think is going to be a great fit. What do the cards and you think about this job? Let's take a look and see. All right. Okay. I think it's good. I think your take on it is pretty right on. I think it's a good opportunity for you. I feel good about it. Congratulations. Rockstar, nice to see you. Was V talking about me or someone else? It's not necessarily bad. I'm just curious. Okay. I think V was talking about somebody else. JF1, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Oh, Claire C., I skipped over you. Okay, I'm going to do JF1, and then I'm going to go back to you, Claire C. Thanks for your patience. JF1, thank you for being a member. Are my issues truly mental and not physical, or is it worth yet another opinion? Seems may be true, but things have been written off incorrectly as mental previously. So, you know, I feel like it's not that simple. You know, I mean, the body and the mind are so closely related. And it may be that treating it from a psychiatric perspective will be helpful. But I think sort of saying, you know, there's nothing in the body, it's all in the mind. I would say go ahead and do the psychiatric psychological treatment. But is there something else in the body that has not yet been found? I think that's quite possible. Is it dangerous? I think if you handle it from the psychiatric psychological perspective first, that will take away the symptoms that are indeed related to that. Then whatever you're left with, you'll be able to look at from a more physicality sort of perspective. And I think it's okay to do it that way. I hope that made sense. Claire C., sorry for skipping over you. Thanks for being a member here. Should you buy the camper from Spring Hills? So there's really, in my mind, two questions there. One is, should you buy a camper? And then two is, should you buy this specific camper? So should you buy a camper? I would say be careful about this. Like, what is the purpose of it? Who does it serve? What are you going to do with it? I would think this out very carefully before you do this. And that particular camper from Spring Hills, if you're going to do it, that is not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Just be really, really clear about what you're doing and why you're doing it and what is required of you in order to do this. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying have good clarity. Adria, nice to see you. Do you see me and P getting back together? Yeah, you're coming back to the States soon, aren't you? Do I see me and P getting back together or him putting any efforts to get back together after I get back to the States? Will he put an effort into it? He is very likely to put an effort into it. Will you get back together? It's possible, but I think you need to be really careful. You know, the question is not so much what will he do and what does he want to do, but what do you want to do? And so I would be very careful here. Lydia, nice to see you. I'm still down a bit because me and my boyfriend haven't had time to be together, his financial situation being the main reason. Will things get better soon? I'm getting discouraged. I think, yes, things will get better soon. I'm going to say hang in there. Okay, Nalini, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Will Panama City Beach be the place I make my home for the next couple of years? I don't know. That's not a guarantee. I mean, it's fine, but there could be other places you'd rather be. So I would say stay open-minded. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. Option G or option P? G or P? Okay. Option G, option P, option P. Quinn, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. My boyfriend's cat ran away today. Is it okay? Will it come back? I'm so sorry. That's hard. All right. First of all, do we think the kitty is okay? I think the kitty's okay. Will the kitty come back? Maybe. This is hard, though. I don't feel like there's a lot you can do. I think it's possible the cat will indeed come back. You can certainly ask around, put up posters, whatever. It may take a minute for the cat to come back, too. It may not be right away. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's hard. Martha, nice to see you. I'm taking some time for personal retreat. Very good. What things would be helpful to refresh my spirit? I'll be at Quinnipiac, which is where you and I first met. That's so great. And we'll surely be thinking of you and your mom. Okay. I'll also book an appointment with me. Yes. Spend some time with me on your spiritual retreat. Absolutely. All right. So, what is helpful to refresh your spirit while you're at Quinnipiac? Really look at the things that are hurting you. Do not use this time to avoid the things that are hurting you. Use this time to think about the things that are hurting you so that you can release and heal them. Do not use this as a time away from things that hurt you. Use it as a time to really think about those things and process those things. Jeannie Mnuchin, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I need to speak to Jillian from Greenfield Art Space after this. Is there anything I should be aware of for the upcoming interview we are setting up? I would say just be, and in this conversation, it may or may not be necessary, but ultimately, in dealing with this person, be very, very clear. Have your bullet points. Be very, very clear about what you're asking for, about what you need, about what can work. Clarity. It's all about clarity. Have a list. Smile Soul 20. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. My question is, I had a meeting on Friday at work with the coordinator and manager of our department and 2 other coworkers about a new job description. That matches a lot of what we've been talking about. Will this new change be okay? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. This is freaking fabulous. I feel really good about it. I'm excited for you. Yes. Jenny, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Is it neediness and abandonment issues speaking, or am I really being neglected? Man, right, that's a hard one, right? Neglect is a strong word. It may be you're not asking for what you need and then getting pissed off when you don't get what you need. I feel like you need to learn how to ask for what you need in not a needy way. I think it could be a communication issue. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I'm considering closing something. What do I need to know about this possible decision? Is there another way to clear this that I'm missing? Or should I walk away from this and try something else to resolve this matter? I think it's more complex than that. It seems to relate to some sort of a relationship, a friendship, a family member, I'm not sure, some sort of relationship. And I think some of what's going on here is based on poor communication and misunderstandings. So there may need to be new boundaries in place. There may need to be new ways of handling things. But I would say it may not be so black and white. It may be more of a, yes, there needs to be a change, but there are ways to change this that are less black and white than just closing it. Madi Hanes, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. It's one of those days where my life seems to have shifted in directions I don't want. I'm so sorry. Where is it going? What should I do? So let's take a look, and I'm so sorry you're going through this. So what's going on for you, Ness? Some of it is stuff that really is happening, and some of it is the way you're processing it. Where is it going? There's a lot of internal conflict. And what it has to do with is the different directions that you're pulled in. It could involve boundaries and conversations that are needed with particular people. It could involve needing to set some specific goals for yourself and have more clarity about what you want specifically. So I feel like this is all about you giving yourself permission to want things and have things and do things that you want. That's how it makes sense to me. I hope that makes sense to you. So Jackie, I'm now seeing the second line here. It's getting me down now and I just want it gone. So I want to go back to you, Jackie Masters, for just one moment. I just feel like I'm not sure if what you really want is the whole thing gone or a new understanding of what's going on or a new way of working with it. That's what I was wondering. And I'm sorry you're going through a tough time. Morgana the Great, so nice to see you. A friend of mine who hasn't talked to me in the past month sent me a post this week. Should I respond? What is he thinking? It's the first time he reached out this year. I mean, is this someone you've had some romantic intentions with? Like, I don't think there's a romance here. But I think, if you're just being casual friends and saying hi, that's fine. But I'd keep it at that. Kanchan Verma, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, you've started talking to a guy. Something resonates here. I don't know what to ask about this guy. What do I need to learn? You think it would be safe? Let's take a look. What do we see here? So, what about this situation? The thing is, it feels like it's in really, really, really early stages. And yes, you are feeling a connection. You're feeling a connection. You're feeling a pull. You're wondering if it's karmic. You're wondering if there's a past life thing, and there might be. But even if it feels like that, that does not mean there's a future. That does not mean there's a thing here. I feel like this is so, so new that all you can do is just give it time to manifest and see. And I think your head is running off in all kinds of directions. And there's a lot that's possible here. There's a lot that's not possible here. I think the lesson is to just be patient and let it unfold and don't try to fit it into a box right now. Do we think that it is safe? I mean, I don't think he's an axe murderer, but neither do I think you should give him your heart right this minute. Give it time. Teresa C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being a moderator here. Any big changes coming this spring? Definitely closure to a lot of things from the past. School, right? Still school, and then looking forward to your new career, getting ready for the new career, looking for new opportunities, and maybe new love. All good things. Okay. And Caroline and Lisa, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for being members here. All right. The next question I see is from Minnie W. Thanks for being here. Haven't spoken with my brother in 6 months, even though we live in the same house. That must be awkward. How does he feel about this? Am I making the right choice? He is dissatisfied and conflicted, but it's not like he's going to do anything to fix the problem because he thinks he's always right. I wonder if there's something that could be done about changing the living situation, but I think you having clear boundaries here is appropriate. Catherine Fan, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. My mother and her sisters hired a property lawyer. Is he a trustworthy guy and the right person to take the case? I think they're sad to be in the position that they're in the first place. Is he a good person to handle it? Yeah, I think this is a good choice. It's just an unfortunate situation, but I think he can handle it. Okay, Melissa, question from the newsletter. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. In what area of my life do I need to forgive myself, and what is the best way to show myself grace? That's so good. You need to forgive yourself for the fact that you're not perfect, which, by the way, none of us are. And you show yourself grace by recognizing your own awesomeness and feeling strength in yourself and not letting other people's opinions and actions get under your skin. That's really what it comes down to. Lisa Harmon, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I start treatments on Wednesday. Will they be effective? It's going to take some time, but yeah, I think this is the right course of action, and I think it can indeed be effective, yes. And we're sending you lots of love. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. How's Doug's current music project going to be received? The key is he has to get it out there. He has to get it listened to. As long as he develops the audience will like it. Yes, it will be well received. Tortoiseshell Moon, is it going to go the way I hope it will? Let's take a look. Not entirely. Not entirely, but it will open up some things that will be helpful. So it's not a total loss. It won't go the way you want, but it'll still be good. Jake, 5345, Robin, looking for a card. Sure, happy to do that. So the moon reversed. The thing is, Robin, you need to be really open to new clarity, seeing things from a new perspective, being open to things in a new way, and pay attention to your dreams, the dreams that you have at night, and also the things that you really want in your life and what you can do to make those things a reality. Okay, here we go. Selma, thanks so much for being here. Guidance from the universe about the situation that you're dealing with. Be open-minded, communicate well, don't let people manipulate you, be clear about your agenda. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. My Sunday question, and thanks for being a moderator as well. An online friend keeps giving me some mixed signals, both flirtatious but also off-putting. I'm curious as to how they honestly feel toward me. I think they are interested and find you attractive, but this is a weird person. I would be very careful with this person. And if you don't know this person in any other context other than online, I'd be very, very careful. So, I do think that this person admires you and likes you, but that's not the problem. The problem is this person's kind of weird. Now, there was another question from Adrija. How do you see my mental state once I get back? I know I'll be very homesick, leaving mom and dad behind, who will visit soon. But the thing is, yes, it will be hard, but it's also going to be good to get back. I would just say be present wherever you are and recognize you are a person with two homes and two countries, and that's okay. And just let it be okay. All right. Justine, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I don't know how to stop letting people walk all over me. A casual friend of mine recently reappeared in my life, and we've been intimate. Old feelings are resurfacing about being discarded by him after the fact, and I don't feel good about myself because of it. What's the best way for me to address the situation with him going forward? I think what you have to do is reframe it in your mind and make him the boy toy. I need y'all to wait just one sec. I'm so sorry, man. Package delivery on a Sunday. Gotta love the modern world. Okay. So, yeah. Justine, mic drop. If he is the boy toy, then why are you feeling discarded, right? That's the whole thing. Just change your perspective. We know what he is. And he's an F-boy, and that's what he is. So let that be that. Don't feel bad about yourself. Just be like, fine. All right. And in terms of addressing the situation with him, I don't think you have to address the situation with him because we know what the score is. Unless he has something else to say, unless he wants things to be different, then that's what this relationship is, and that's okay. All right. Okay. In the country, should I put more effort into communicating with H? I look at this and I'm like, and to what end? Why? It doesn't feel like doesn't feel helpful. I'm going to say no. Okay, sorry, I just over-scrolled. Okay, Reaper TV, nice to see you. I have a feeling that I should leave my 9-to-5 job. When should I do that? 2 months from now or 6 months from now? 6 months. Do it in 6 months. Horse Fan Done, thanks for being a member. A card for you as well. Page of Cups reversed. If there's some things in your heart and on your mind that you need to say, you should say them. Do not censor yourself. Mary Bond, nice to see you. Thank you. Minnie, my brother is still a teenager, but he humiliated me in front of his friends, so I have no desire to speak to him again. I think that's fine. Okay. Sharon Stutz, my doctor messed me up. What to do now? So that's such an interesting question. Like, I would want more detail on that. But I mean, I think, obviously, here's what I think. I think there are some things that can be rectified. I think there are some things that can be fixed. Whether there's a legal situation here or whatever, you can look at what you can do legally as far as recourse, but the key is to make things better for you, and I think that's doable. So focus on that. Hey, Angelic Michelle, nice to see you. So ask anything you want. Angelic Michelle, anything you want. Okay, baby cakes, last 2 weeks at your job. Yay. I still need to be paid for one extra week. I don't know when the best time is to remind them about it. I don't want to make them angry, but to be paid. I don't even think you should worry about it. They know you've got your 2 weeks notice. I think you could just send them an email reminding them and not worry about it. I think you're fine. I think this is good. I think it's going to be fine. I think they're sorry to be losing you, but I mean, they cut your hours. What are they going to do? So just send them an email reminding them of your last date and that they do owe you another week, and let that be. Okay, Justine, I will indeed check my email. Angelic Michelle, thank you again for being a member. I'm wondering if a romantic relationship might be coming in. And the answer is only if it's really worthwhile. You are not in the mood for something that's going to take more energy than it's going to give. I think it is very possible, and interestingly, it might be with someone a little bit younger. But it's got to be right. That's the thing. Okay, Zainab Ali. How does Muhammad Ali feel about me? I feel like there's been some loss, some grief, some instability, some difficulty, but also really cares about you. Oh, Adrija, thank you. Glad that worked for you. All right. My friends, from my perspective, I've answered every question. If I accidentally missed you, I am so very sorry. Please do reiterate. If you're here and you have not yet asked a question, it's time. Oh, Angelic Michelle, you think you might know who that is. Well, hang on a minute. Is it who you think it is? It might be. It might be. I would say stay open-minded. Oh, Jackie, your message was an interesting one. I was wondering if the thing you're trying to close somehow involves other people or another person or has something to do with something relational. And what I said was, and you can go back and see the cards that came up, that it doesn't feel as black and white as open and closed, that it could be somehow changed, and that might work. All right, my friends, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow morning with your 3-card weekly reading. And of course, tomorrow evening, we have our equinox gathering, 7 p.m. Eastern time. The link is already up. Make sure you join us then. I really appreciate all of you. Take really good care.